It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Would you be my neighbor? Welcome to the AM, FM audience. Also to Facebook. I know we are on a little bit late, and I'm not a late person, so you all know. Those of you who've been following us, you know why I'm late. Funeral. Now, first of all, happy Juneteenth. First of all, today is Juneteenth. I didn't know it. I wouldn't have scheduled a funeral on Juneteenth. I scheduled a funeral on Juneteenth.
Yes, you did.
But let me be honest. I had to.
Yeah, you did.
I really ain't had no choice because it was a member of my wife's family. Then if I didn't do it, I'm going to have trouble. Y'all know what I mean? Then if I don't do it, then I go to family reunion or something. Everybody going to be looking at me cross-eyed. Why she bring him? He wouldn't even bury our family on Friday, so I had to do it. But it was a wonderful, wonderful homegoing. You know the thing about funerals, and I know a lot of people don't like to talk about funerals. I love talking about funerals because I think it is one of the most beautiful rituals that we have of saying farewell with honor to someone we love. But this man was loved. Like,
oh, yeah.
This was a down home funeral, like, or homegoing, whatever we calling it this week. And when you see the expressions of grief, you know, because some people, they grieve and you know they ain't really love that person. They just showing out. People show up at a funeral and just ain't, not this guy.
Or intoxicated.
They loved him. So we say farewell to him. So we're live. Getting these viewers up, I think. Am I live over here? I can't see any comments, so I'm not sure. Rayshawn, adjust me here because I can't see comments on the Facebook feed. Mark, you was all frustrated about Juneteenth. I mean, this is the time when we celebrate the last people being told that we were free. Can you imagine how they felt? I would have went to Master
to find out 2 years later that the Emancipation Proclamation was signed.
Yeah,
2 years later.
This what I'd do. I'd have been like, "Where that whip at? Where? Give me the whip. Hand me the whip.
Not give me the whip.
Give me the whip, because I'm about to whoop." You are frustrated about Juneteenth. Why are you frustrated?
Well, my frustration isn't about Juneteenth.
What is it?
It's about, I'm struggling with celebrating the Congress passing Juneteenth as a federal holiday. The reason why I'm also frustrated about it is because you have that group celebrating the fact that they did this, but there's still an anti-lynching bill that they refuse to bring up for a vote. At the same time, they're trying to restrict voting rights, but yet you want us to celebrate the fact that you did a feel-good story of, oh, we're going to celebrate your freedom, but we're going to take away all your other rights that you got since then. I'm struggling with that.
So, aren't you the happy camper today? Wait.
I'm struggling.
No, and the heads in the room are shaking in agreement with you. You got your choir here today. you got that age group in here today. They like, that's right. That's right. Y'all gonna see the folks in the room in a second. That's right. I agree. But it is crazy that in this era, they are still like taking away rights, like to vote. Speaking of which, hope everybody in here who you were shaking your head voted.
Absolutely.
You know, early voting is going on. You can go right to Delavan and Grider. It doesn't have to be like where you vote. Anywhere in the county that has early voting or over at Saints Columba Bridget downtown, you can go there and you can vote early. Get it out the way so that on election day you ain't standing in a long line.
Early voting and Sunday, and then they take Monday off, and then Tuesday is the election day.
Y'all got to vote because they trying to take away our. So I'm going to tell you, I, in the beginning, thought that you should have ID, like, to vote, because I'm like, anybody could come in and say they Rondasia. Big old guy could come in and be like, I'm Rondasia. No, it really could. And it's like, okay, well, sign here, Rondasia. And so I was, until I was kind of educated that everybody doesn't have ID, but they're just trying to do some wild stuff right now with our voting rights.
And some of the issue isn't the fact that you need an ID. Some of the issue is that they're trying to create a new ID for voting, and then you got to pay another fee for
Oh,
another
yeah, no,
ID,
no,
and you got to
no.
go through all these hoops like they tried to do in the South
No,
back then.
absolutely not. Listen, I'm going to get somebody on the line in a minute talking about expunging your record, sealing and expunging your record. Then I got a young lady here today, and she got her whole crew with her, who's going to tell you about her new business, black business. All you people out there, I was going to try to sing a song, but it's the wrong song. It was the Scrubs song.
I don't want no scrubs.
I don't want no Scrubs, but that would have been wrong. You can't say I was going to try to change the words. So everybody out there who wears scrubs or uniforms, you want to call your friends, let them know. And everybody out there who got one of those records because of the marijuana and other stuff, I need you to get people on this live right now, because I'm about to give you some attorney advice for free. How to get these records expunged. I've got one of the top lawyers in the city getting ready to be on. If you got family members, is it just for the marijuana? Or I think it's for other stuff too. We're going to find out when we get Rashid McDuffie. So if you got that, I know for sure, if you've got a charge for marijuana that is now legal, like you can have that amount now, and you got charged for it, there's some people that can get expunged and sealed and expunged. So he had his first workshop yesterday, and I was invited. I didn't need nothing sealed and expunged. I was invited to speak to the people who were there, and I'm not going to say who my neighbor is on. I'll just say this. I was outside on my way to the event last night talking to my neighbor, and I said, I got to go because I got to go to this seal and expungement thing. And he was like, where is it? And I told him, and he was like, I'm on my way. He said, because I got some stuff I need sealed and expunged. And I'm not kidding you, he showed up. I thought that was so cool. Oh, we already got people talking about the scrubs. Lynette says, I wear scrubs in work and in don't buy another scrub. Don't buy one more scrub until you have seen this show. Don't go to the store. I'm telling you, black owned. I got Rashid.
Yes.
Attorney, how are you?
I'm wonderful.
This mic isn't on. Hold on. We got to get you on the air.
No worries, I'm
Rashid?
here.
Yeah, we got you. Man, thank you for yesterday and what you did, bringing attorneys in to help people for free to get their records sealed and expunged. Thank you for that, man.
Well, I have to thank you for your leadership, not just on this issue, but issues that affect our community. The least that we can do is come and step up to the plate and do what you're doing and come with that same energy. So thank you for that.
Well, thank you. Listen, there was a lot of people there yesterday. You had a lot of lawyers. Is this sealing and expungement just for marijuana convictions?
Great question. Expungement in New York State is only permitted for a marijuana conviction.
All right.
Now, I put an asterisk there because there are bills downstate, there's movement around clean slate, and we should talk about how we go from marijuana convictions to the next level, which is clean slating for a number of other convictions as well.
But right now, so who are those who are possibly eligible for their records to be sealed and expunged?
Okay, let's talk about the difference. Expungement means it's gone as though it never happened. A sealing means only law enforcement can see it, or if you're a student, your school can see it. Now, that's really important because folks are trying to move to the next level. Better jobs, better homes, better schools. How do we get them there? We expunge the marijuana convictions that we can expunge. For the group that we can't do a conviction for you because it's crack, it's cocaine, it's something else, we say, can we seal that record? We can seal almost anything if it's not a violent felony. We can seal almost anything if it doesn't involve a sex crime. So I think that people shouldn't judge their situation listening and say, oh, he's not talking about me, I can't do that. Call in. Let's sit down for free. Let's review your rap sheet and your criminal disposition for free. If we can't help you through this program, we're going to hold your hand and find the right program that does work for you.
Can I ask you this? Why are you doing this for free? You're an attorney. You could be charging people for this. There are attorneys out there who are charging people for this. Why are you doing this for free? And by the way, Janique Curry is on social media. She called out your whole government and said, yes, Rashid Hammett McDuffie and the National Action Network are going to help you get these records sealed and expunged, and then left a number. Why are you doing this, attorney?
It's not free. And as you know, like other people know, as I told people yesterday, I don't want another break-in. I don't want another person feeling like their only option to move forward is by doing something illegal. If you can cut crack, you got to hear this, folks. If you can cut crack, you're probably the best chemist out there. If you can bag up that marijuana and not get a sick day, not get a day off, right? They work more than I do. Janique right now is in Jamaica. I like to take vacation.
Wow.
They work harder than many of us do. You have the work ethic and you have the brain. Let our community benefit from that. So this is not free. This is far from free. You have poured into me. The mayor has poured into me. The assembly member has poured into me. My mama and my family have poured into me. I wouldn't be a lawyer without that energy and that intentionality. So this is not free. This is me paying back people who have always stood by me time and time and time again, and Janique Curry is absolutely one of those people.
Let me ask you this. So in the normal process, and I know this is just starting, of people trying to get their records expunged, sealed and expunged, how long do you think this process will take from the time a person submits their paperwork to expungement?
Wonderful question. As I sat down with two of our great sponsors, WUFO and WBLK, Adri and Sheila Brown, we talked about this 90-day process. You are going to pull your documentation together, right? You were just talking about the voter ID. Some of the people coming my way are going to say, I don't have a photo ID. How am I supposed to get this list done? Bring me what you have. Pretend you're applying for food stamps. Pretend you're applying for HEAP. Pretend you're trying to get a government ID. Pull that documentation together. Let's sit down. Let's create the need to get a seal. For the people listening to this, you will have to submit that application to the district attorney's office, and they get 45 days to review and or approve this. Our council president is a good friend of the DA's office, so I am grateful to have his leadership in reaching out to the DAs and saying, here are people we're trying to get seals for. This is not a free-for-all. For the people listening saying, I'm scared about my community. What if you clean their record and now they're out doing something bad? Look, you can only get a seal with 10 years of good behavior at least. 10 years. 10 years. So if a person has paid their time and has sat on the sidelines for 10 years, getting a better job, going to school, being a better steward to this community, don't they deserve a fresh start? And the answer is 100% yes.
I agree. You got questions coming in on social media. Lynette on social media says, can I get, I probably missed a piece, can I get him for talking about you, for a case I had in 1998, bad check. You said this was just for marijuana offenses, right?
Expungement is only for marijuana. Sealing of a record can fit a number of other categories. The best thing she should do is not judge her situation. She should call our number 347-815-5716, and I'm going to say that one more time, 347-815-5716, to set up a one-on-one free consultation. As I said, we will sit you down and go through your situation. We are straight shooters, just like our council president. If we can't help you, we'll tell you why, but we will also tell you what you can do instead.
My man, I love you so much, and I appreciate you. I've sent a lot of clients to you. You have always helped people, especially in situations where their wills. You helped some friends of mine right before their aunt passed. You helped to make sure that her affairs were in order, and they could have lost everything because of some situations, and you got in there a few days before she passed. I'm just so thankful for everybody who you are helping, and I want this community to take note. He says he's not doing it for free. He's paying forward, him and the attorneys. I saw Miles Gresham yesterday with you. I saw other black attorneys, seeing African-American attorneys, but I also saw white attorneys who were there, and they were there because you all and Nan and everybody who's working together, you all pulled them together, but mostly lawyers reached out to lawyers. So thank you for everything you do. Now this is the number you can reach. There's a lot of numbers, even on our Facebook page and YouTube. We're showing some numbers for the seal and expungement of criminal records. Anything you want to add, sir?
We want to thank you again for the opportunity. We could not have done this without WUFO, WBLK, the Delavan Grider Community Center, Soul Airs, Yale Academy. The mayor came through. The assembly member has been supportive. We could not do this without you. We're going to start this effort in Buffalo, but our plan, to be very transparent, we want to go from Buffalo to Rochester, Rochester to Syracuse, Syracuse to Albany, Albany to New York City, and then take this to other cities throughout this country. We should be giving people a fresh start. Mark is 100% right. The right to vote matters, but the right to build your family, the right to have stability is just as important. We want people having a fresh start. So we are so excited about this. We are so thankful. Certainly reach out to the number that Janique has posted onto the Facebook. You can reach out to the number that you have. If you saw some other information, you call us. We will be right here. And thank you, CP, for entrusting me with those matters. I will continue to step up to the plate for this community, as you have always shown us to do through your visionary leadership.
Love you, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Love
All right,
you.
that was attorney Rashid McDuffie. I'm so proud of this guy. I'm proud of him like I'm proud of the young lady who is sitting in the studio. I've known her since she was in diapers, running around. Listen, this girl had the biggest Christmases I ever saw in my life. House looked like a department store. You couldn't walk through it. Spoiled, but she has made her mark in life. There are so many people on our page saying, I know somebody who wears scrubs. I'm getting ready to call them. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Mm-hmm. There's a billboard that I passed recently.
Yes.
And it had something on it about scrubs. You can take your mask now if you want to. You vaccinated? Yeah, you can take your mask now. You all right? We good? Okay. All right, because I want them to hear your voice. Okay. Tell them your name.
I'm Rondasia.
Tell us about your new business.
Yes, I started Mediva Scrubs about a year ago, and I was sitting in the car with someone, and they asked me, like, if you had a business, what would you do? And I told them I always wanted to have my own scrub line, but I never knew where to start.
Wait a minute. Scrub line?
Yes.
So, like, designer scrubs?
Yes, I get them customized myself.
Honestly, I did not know this. Yes. I thought you were just selling some scrubs. I was like, I got to make up some stuff about this. I mean, get you a green scrub. You have a scrub line.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. Tell me about it. Tell us about it.
I sell for men and women. My goal was to originally just sell scrubs at a cheaper price because I know how it is, especially for medical students. Mm-hmm. I know how it can be, especially being a single mother. I wanted people to purchase scrubs at a cheaper price, but great material. Uh-huh. So that was the goal. So now, how do you customize a scrub? Well, I have, it's called a vendor. You go through a vendor. I have my own personal vendor. I tell them what I want, how I want it made, the type of material I need. If I want it engraved, they do anything that I need. And it takes a while, and then they send them out to me, mm-hmm. and that's how.
So how long do I have to wait on a custom scrub?
I would say 2 weeks.
Oh, that's not a long time
Yeah.
for a custom scrub. So you like the person when you walk into the hospital. You'd be like, yeah. But now at a hospital, can you wear a custom scrub?
Yes, you can. I've made them so they can be you could wear them in your profession. They're very comfortable, and any profession could wear them, even outside of the medical field. Nail tech.
I wish you ain't got no pictures. You should have brought me some pictures so I could show the people.
I have a website.
Oh, come on with it. Come on. Is it Med Diva Scrubs?
Yes, it's meddivascrubsnewyork.com.
Med Diva. I would go to it, but I can't right now. Med Diva Scrubs NY. So
Yes.
they put in at the website what they want.
Yes.
So they have different choices.
They have different options, different colors, different sizes.
So now, if you get on the website, now it's custom. Is it gonna cost me $300 to get a scrub shirt?
Absolutely not. Home of the $30 scrubs.
What? Wait. The top is $30,
Top and bottom, $30. It's a $30 jogger set.
and it's supporting a black business.
Absolutely.
So a jogger set, what does that mean? I don't know any of these terms.
Well, they're more of the form fitting for our generation, from what we like. So they're more form fitting for the body.
So you telling me that folks gonna be going to work like, yeah, look at mine, look at my scrub. Your scrub need hemming, but mine don't need no hemming. Mine just custom made. So when it comes in, if it needs alterations, or do you send it back if something is wrong? Because I ordered some stuff online before. I don't know the difference between medium and large, and so sometime I order a large and I'm really a medium, or I ain't no medium no more. I've been working out. Where my wife at? She like, yeah. I've been working out. I can't even do all this. Anyway, so what happens if it comes back and it's wrong?
I do 100% refunds, and I also sew myself, so I can fix the problem myself.
When did you start sewing?
Well, I took sewing classes
Wow.
years ago at Pinnacle Charter School, and yeah.
Go ahead and blow up Pinnacle. Go ahead. I am so proud. Marquez is showing on social media right now
yes.
your website. So look at that.
Yes.
So that's the website. We want you to support her. Tell us about Home of the $30 Scrub. So that's considered a good price.
Yes.
For this material
Yes.
and for everything that's on it.
Absolutely.
So why should people support you and not just go to Amazon?
Well, basically, I'm going to get you what you need. I'm going to have you come into work looking professional. You're going to feel professional. The colors are bright, more for the patients.
Well, I have said, and everybody knows this, and I'm on record, that if I can no longer take care of myself, I do not want my wife to stop her life and take care of me. I don't want, if my parents are still, I don't want them taking care of me, and I don't want my kids taking care of me, because they gonna leave me. I'm gonna be in the bathroom for like 3 weeks. Don't let them take care of me. Take me to a place. Y'all can just drop me right off at the nursing home, and I want to be in the hood. Don't take me way out. Don't always say that. I want to be in the hood. I want to look outside and see people look like me, and I want the people who working around me to look like me. Tell me about the billboard.
Oh, yes. My billboard launched last week. I worked with Lamar and Company for a while. It took about, it was like a 2-month process. They did the design for me. I approved it, and they were great to work with, and they launched it.
Where's the billboard at?
It's located at Delavan and Fillmore.
Yeah, it's big. It's big, but this is big and it's up there.
Yes.
What do you hope? What do you hope to do with the business in the future?
I want to grow. I want to grow in different locations. I don't want to just stay in Buffalo. I want to grow, specifically Atlanta. So.
Oh, here go a new. Let's see. No, they always talk about Atlanta.
Always.
Now it's Atlanta and Houston. Everybody talk. Am I right?
Charlotte.
Okay, that's a whole different discussion.
We're
gonna do because I ain't going. It's all Buffalo. You go. I know, no. Atlanta. But now you can be, well, obviously you're international now because you have a website.
Yes.
But now it's just getting people to get to that website. So that's the big thing.
Yeah. I've had a few out of town orders. Yes, so that's really big for me.
How did they find you?
My website.
Really?
Website, yes.
Is your picture on your website?
Not yet, but it will be.
Yeah, I think what's so important, and I'm so proud of you, so proud of the direction of your life, and you talked about being a single parent.
Yes.
And what I'm thankful for is you didn't let being a single parent stop you.
Yes.
It seems to be your motivation.
Yes.
Tell us about, and I know, we've talked about the website. Tell us about your baby and that motivation.
My baby, she'll be 6 in a few months. She makes me want to be better. Just looking at her, she always says, "Mommy, you're my hero." I don't even know if she knows what that means.
Wow.
She just loves me so much, and I love her. And just to have somebody to love like that.
Yeah, that's so cool. Now, who you have with you in the studio?
I have my makeup artist / sister, Tamara Drayton. Yes.
You got a makeup artist.
Yes.
All right, Tamara, look at Tamara's with us.
Yes.
Tamara, you do makeup for other folks?
Oh, which one?
You like is she,
here. Oh, okay.
he trying to get a camera, I think, on you. Yep. Yeah. So
Yes.
do you have a business?
I am a licensed esthetician.
So she's licensed. So you ain't just out there. Just you got a license.
Oh, yes.
You went to school. So if somebody wanted to do makeup, wanted you to do their makeup, like for their wedding or just to, you've done weddings and all that, they're gonna hand you a mic and talk right. Yeah, because we this is about black business. See, black business has to help black business in the same way where I had Rashid. I guess that's the whole theme of today. Same way where we had Rashid McDuffie on today, talking about him as an attorney. Janique gets on boosting, him and Nan. Boosting you today in black business, because some people don't realize there are some on this Juneteenth. This is perfect.
Yes.
We talking about black business. We talking about, because you know what is disappointing to me is black people thinking black people shouldn't make any money.
Absolutely.
So you do makeup.
Yes, I'm a licensed esthetician.
I can't even say it.
Esthetician. I don't just do makeup, but I am her makeup artist, her person.
What else do you do that if somebody else wanted something done?
So I do lash extensions. I do facials.
What kind of lash you got on now? Is
These
that
are
mink?
strips that I
Oh.
yeah, these are mink strips that I have.
See, tell me I don't know. Tell me I'm not married. Tell me I'm not married. I know about the mink strips. One day,
Yes,
because when one come off, and then you got to find that other mink strip, Now, go ahead. So you do lashes. What else?
I do makeup. I do facials. So I do also focus on skincare. So yeah.
What is the worst thing we do to our skin?
Food.
Huh?
Yeah. The food that you eat,
Really?
the
Oh.
things that you drink.
Okay, wait a minute. Let's be specific. What bad food? Because I want y'all to notice I'm down 10 pounds because I am no longer eating carbs. Well, not forever,
Okay.
but for the last month and something, I have not eaten carbs. I've been on my bike. I drink water. I drink my coffee in the morning, but water all day. What's the bad foods that affect our skin?
The most I would say is just anything dairy products.
Really?
Yes. I don't know who told us that we were supposed to drink cow milk and get our nutrients from cows, but
What about almond milk? That's okay?
yeah.
It's
almond
better
milk
than
is
regular milk.
Definitely better than cow milk. But even, see, don't get me started, Pat.
No, this is important. Like, honestly, this is important for people who are listening and the knowledge that we have in our community. It's sitting in this room, some of it.
Honestly, I would say anything mainstream that you see in your grocery store, even the pretty almond milks, I don't trust any.
What is it then that we should be for our skin?
Fruits and vegetables.
That's what come on.
Fruits and vegetables for sure. Definitely water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just really that, fruits and veggies.
So I'm trying to eat more raw food. And I heard somebody in meeting with somebody, they were talking about eat more raw food. So our refrigerator, I don't think has ever been this full of vegetables and peppers, and so I'm doing a lot. I bought a wok, and I'm doing a lot of stir fry with very little oil, and just trying to keep and get my sons. Now I got one son who's skinny and tall, and then I got one, he's a little hefty, and I taught him about carbs, and we're going through that I made a lettuce sandwich the other day. Now it was all right. But I ain't gonna pretend. I was just like, I need some bread. But so yesterday I had a salad, and you know how they put the little wedge of bread at the little place I go? I took a little corner. I was like, I gotta have some fiber. So I took a little corner, and I ate that little corner of bread. But the struggle is real. When everybody else around you eating Texas toast, and you can't eat Texas toast. So who else you have with you? You got your makeup artist.
Yes.
Oh, how can do you have a place where somebody can contact you?
You can follow me on Instagram.
What's your
I'm not
Instagram
as, organized yet as my friend, but coming soon, all this year.
Get it
But-
together. Do
Yes,
it. That's
yes,
money.
yes,
Don't let
yes,
money
yes.
go away from
No,
you.
I will not. No longer. So my Instagram is at Mars.lavish.
Okay, at Mars.
Yes, like the planet. I'm Mars.
Dot lavish, and they can
Yes.
follow you and they can contact you there.
Yes, absolutely.
Now I want you to get you a website
I will.
and a Google number or
And stay
something.
tuned for my YouTube channel.
That's
as
right.
well. Yes.
That's right. You got it. We have to boost one another, and it is my responsibility to make sure in the positions that I've been given. You on a show right now.
Yes.
You on two radio stations owned by a black woman.
Wow.
Owned by a black woman that allowed me to help finance it.
Wow.
Right? So that's how we rock and roll in Buffalo, and a lot of times we don't talk about that.
Yeah.
That we have these wonderful Africans living in America who are doing their thing. Who else you got with you?
I have also my sister / travel agent, Anna Scott.
You do travel agent? You start, come on, get that mic over there. Because all this starting, I don't want to, the next time you're on my show,
Okay.
I want you to have your stuff together to do it. But when you say starting to do it, what do you mean? That means you're doing something.
Yes.
Tell them your name.
My name is Anna Scott. I'm currently a student.
Where?
And I'm going to ECC.
Love it. Nope, you're not going to ECC. You're going to SUNY Erie.
Yes, SUNY.
Yes, come on now.
So yes, I will be starting my travel agent. I'm a traveler. I love traveling. So
Mm-hmm.
something I just thought about it, but like I said, I want to.
But it's something you want to do, right? You got to do it. People are on here like, so let me tell you what people are saying. So proud. Ina says, so proud. I appreciate all that you guys are doing. This is another one. Jeremy, I'm going to get to your comment about early voting. We talked about it. Rashi, others are on. Lakeisha is talking about Buffalo, hashtag Buffalo Puppy Club. Not sure what that means, but I'm sure she'll come back on the comments. What are you taking at SUNY Erie?
Well, right now I'm finishing my prereqs. I will be taking biomed engineering.
What? So let me tell you this. I called myself going back to school a couple months ago. I was going to school for funeral, for, be a mortician, because I want to be a mortician when I grow up.
Yeah.
I had to take microbiology. Oh. Yeah. It was on a Sunday. I was in the house studying, and I just started hollering, I'm finished. I'm done. My wife said, what are you talking about? I said, I'm dropping out of school. I hadn't been in. Why that?
So it is basically helping out the hospitals, the community with medical equipment. I can invent a medical equipment if I need to, and it's just something that interested me.
But you're going to do the travel stuff.
Yes, I've been traveling since I was a kid.
Tell us the places you've gone that you like that we don't know about, like places we don't know. And I'm going to tell you why I'm asking. Go ahead. There's a reason.
I've started in the States, and my first out-of-state trip will be Jamaica.
You haven't been out of the country yet?
No, not yet.
So last night, my wife and I were up to about 2 this morning. And we like to go out of the country a couple times a year. So, but we like to go to places that tourists don't go to. So we find these little holes in the wall and just we rent a car and we go into countries that we've never been. And so Jamaica was where we spent our honeymoon. and we got 2 flats in the dark in a little car after she had just said, I feel so safe with you. Boom! I hit a pothole. I go to change the tire, and all of the land around was sand, so the car kept slipping back in. Wow. And some Jamaican guy shows up, and I'm going to act like I got a Jamaican accent, and I don't know. I shouldn't do that, should I? I shouldn't do that. Okay. So he comes out and like, I can help you with that. He charged me $5. He took the tire off, put it. I think they put the pothole there. I ain't going to tell you no story, because the next day we came through, and it was gone. We get the tire fixed, but he doesn't have an air thing. But he got a whole tire thing to fix the tire in his backyard. That's number one. We drive off. She's like, see, this is why I just love you and I feel so safe with you. I'm not kidding you. Boom! I hit another pothole and got another flat. Now I have no spare because the spare has no air. Do you know a guy had a little deli? He said to me in Jamaica, he said, I tell you what, I'll take the tire down the road. He said, I'll get a cab, take the tire down the road, get air in the tire if y'all watch my store. He left us with his stuff, like with his little stuff. Mm-hmm. But he really went and got the tire. So being in other countries, I tell people to go to other countries. And we've been to many countries and just experienced the world. There's more to life than Buffalo. Yes. So since I got y'all, let's have some talk about what y'all feel about Juneteenth, because this is a whole different era. Next week, I think we're going to have Monique on, and we're going to talk about Kevin Samuels. Have y'all heard about Kevin Samuels? Look at this. Look at this. Those eyebrows went way up. The eyebrows, the eyelashes, everything went way up. If you haven't heard of Kevin Samuels, I want you all to look him up this week. Because next week, if the Lord says the same, I'm going to have my wife on and the other wives. If you want to be on, get ready. We're going to be talking about Kevin Samuels and what he thinks about relationships. So obviously you've seen him. And you disagree with him 100%?
Not even that, but I just think that he should channel all of his energy into himself. Fix that trauma you got going on. And then come back to us and be, more loving and more genuine. Then I might like you.
It's Juneteenth, so I'm not even going to go down the road today because we talk about black business. But next week, y'all get ready. Let me see some of these comments before I move on. And we talk about what y'all think about Juneteenth. Ina says, yes, vote for Kim Beatty for sheriff. I'm just reading different things. Lakeisha Cameron says the puppy club, is it called that I have established? Oh, is something that I have established for my Shih Tzu and Maltese Shih Tzu mix?
A dog.
I know I can't pronounce it though, and I'm afraid to say it. Jeremy says early voting continues through 9 p.m. tonight and then resumes noon to 6 tomorrow and Sunday. Voters can utilize any of the 37 sites across the county. On primary day, Tuesday, return to your original polling place. So don't forget, so you can't go anywhere on primary day. Call the Board of Elections if you have any questions or issues at the poll, 858-8891, 858-8891. He said I look like $1 million. Look. So last night, my wife said something. I said, 3 people called me young man today. She was like, because y'all know my wife a little older than me, so she get a little jealous. She get a little jealous when, they be like, I said, yeah, because I shaved off that gray beard that you wanted me to have. She gonna say, I tell everything. She said, that was because you was mad at me. So she likes the beard. And I said, no, it was because I got tired of looking like I was 80 years old. And she was like, no, you was mad at me. And this is like the 3rd time that when you got mad at me, you shaved off your beard. And I did not do that because I was in the bathroom, Mark, and
yeah.
Why? What? Huh? Beard gang all day. Well, I mean, if I asked Kevin Samuels, he would say.
Oh.
What y'all think about Juneteenth? and the state of black folks right now?
I feel as though
Talk right in that mic. Put that mic right in your face. Move that mic over. Pull that mic over. You feel as though what?
I feel as though, why did it take so long to make it a federal holiday? I mean, I've been celebrating it. I'm going to keep celebrating it. And I don't need y'all to sign nothing for me to keep celebrating it.
Well, we do need them to sign it. Let me tell you why. Because then you get paid if you're on a regular job.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Why shouldn't we get paid? First of all, I ain't know it was today.
It's a big thing, but I feel as though it should have happened a long time ago.
Yeah, I agree. What about you?
Well, I was also agreeing with, I'm sorry,
Mark.
with Mr. Mark that,
Don't do that. Don't call him Mr. Mark.
now he said,
Mark,
oh, I'm sorry.
Mark, you gonna cut off your beard now, aren't you? Mark, you going home. You going home, put your little black in there, be a Mr. Mark. I'm gonna call you that all day. Mr. Mark, go ahead.
Agreeing with Mark. Yeah, I just think that the whole bill passing, I think is just really to not address the bigger issues. You know, I mean, take what they give us, thanks or whatever, even though, yeah, it's been a holiday to us.
Yes.
But piggybacking off of what Mark said, I definitely agree with what he said. And I think that this is just to say, like, here, like, we're not going to give y'all what y'all really deserve, but here, like,
So what is it we really deserve?
them reparations.
What does that look like?
What does it look like?
What does reparations look like to you?
To me, well, honestly, I want them to figure out what happened to the money in that bank, that they were saying back when Black Wall Street was, and then there was like a bank that everybody, had their money, all the black people had their money in, and then
You think they ever gonna figure that out?
no. But
Never.
But that's what I'm saying. That's
Right.
why they like, here you go, Juneteenth, here you go. Or whatever, but like those bigger issues, I would love
Right.
to see, those addressed.
You know what I would love to see is reparations. The same, now not the same as the Native Americans have.
Right.
But have y'all
Yes.
seen the new gas station downtown?
No.
So they just put up a new gas station by the casino downtown. Now, what a lot of people don't realize, there was no public hearings on it. Like when you build a building, you got to, because Native Americans, if they're on sovereign land, they do what they want. So they go build. They don't have to come to the city for permission. They have been given something, even like the casinos. So now, obviously, their population is much smaller than ours. I don't know how we would do it, but I do think that if you're going, this is the hard part. Now, Native Americans, they sometimes don't get along too, but the one thing they gonna get along about is how we gonna do this business and how we gonna make this money. There are other cultures the same way. They living on our streets now, and I ain't mad. Y'all can get mad at them when people,
Buying our buildings.
buying buildings. Listen, and I got people saying, this is what somebody asked me the other day. How y'all letting them in the neighborhood? I said, and now I'm getting old, so I say what the heck I feel like saying. I said, y'all let them come in. I said, I'm not the one going and buying Lucy's. I ain't the one going buying 1 and 2 Pampers, right? And but what they doing, folks, if we don't learn about how to come together,
Absolutely.
everybody want their own. I want my own. No, you got to support one another. And that's why I want everybody to get their scrubs from you. I want people to go to people who look like you and get their eyelashes. I want by next year, because you can still be in school and do the travel agency stuff. And you never have to even leave home. Everything we booked last night was online. But if I had somebody who I can call and say, listen, this is what we trying to do, this is what we looking at, can you give us some options? Then you get the commission. And this is how you build our community and our people. The way you build community is you build people. And if you build people the right way, you build community the right way. And then you'll move to Atlanta. But you build people the right
For
way.
a job. It's for a job.
For a job. It's because I've lived everywhere I wanted to live. And I still came back home. And when I came home, I said I was only coming home. I've lived in Panama. I've lived in Texas. When I came home, I said I'm only coming home to finish school. And I was only coming home for a couple years. Well, those have been the longest couple years of my life. But what I have had in Buffalo, and what a lot of people don't realize, is opportunity that I may not have had in Atlanta because of the competition in Atlanta, right? But here, I'm telling you, if you got $1 and a dream, and you just you got tenacity, you can do some things.
Absolutely.
You can do some things. All right. Let me see. People have said so much, and I didn't keep up with it. Carolyn, Shugi says jail reform. They are laughing about Mr. Mark. They going in about Mr. Mark. Shugi says co-op, I believe, and Shugi says, what, Mr. Mark, what?
Listen, let me tell you. Let me look right into the camera. The first person that says this Sunday morning, I'm going off.
They gonna do it tomorrow.
Going off.
I was gonna say tomorrow because I feel like they gonna do it. So, all right, Mr. Mark. I know it's time.
Read the announcements.
Yes, sir, Mr. Mark. Hobson's, the Dr. Dry Clean at 874 East Delavan. Listen, folks, I have a bin full, and if it were not for Juneteenth, I would be taking on the day, but when I get off this air, I'm going home because I can't ride my bike. I'm afraid I'm going to get wet. I'm going home, and you know how I'm going to enjoy Juneteenth? I'm going to go home and watch Netflix, some black movies. I'm going to watch some black movies. I might go and watch the Black Wall Street.
Are you cooking? Because then I'm coming over.
No. Okay. I got 4 hamburgers that I put on lettuce and onion. With no bread. Brian K. Lewis Funeral Home in your time of need. 347 Peckham, 2528 Bailey, 1275 Sycamore. This week, a few other families they took care of. The Watson family, the Aponte family. In your hour of need. In your hour of need. You're not going to remember the number if I give it to you. Call the operator, 411, and say, I need the number to Brian K. Lewis Funeral Home. Listen, it's been a great Juneteenth to spend with you all. Thank you. Sorry again for the delay. I had to work all these jobs. That's Jamaican like jobs. You say jobs, right? You don't say jobs. You say jobs. I had to work all of these jobs, but thank you. Until next week, power to the people.